Let me tell you something most men never hear from a woman's mouth. Just because you're getting older doesn't mean you've stopped being attractive. Sure, I know how it feels. You look in the mirror and maybe you don't see the man you used to be. Your hair's changed, your body's changed, and somewhere along the line, you started believing a quiet little lie that your time is up. That attraction is for the young, and you've somehow aged out of it. But I'll be honest with you, as a woman, that couldn't be further from the truth. I've seen it. I've felt it. And I've been around enough older men to tell you this with complete certainty. There's a kind of power that only comes with age. It's in your voice. It's in the way you walk into a room without needing attention. It's in your stories, your stillness, your strength. And yeah, women notice it, especially women younger than you. That glance you thought was just polite. That laugh that lingered a little too long. That casual hand on your arm. We see you, even if you've stopped seeing yourself. So in this video, I'm going to show you 7 subtle signs that you're still turning heads, that women are still drawn to you, even when you don't realize it. This isn't some feel-good fluff. These are real human signals. I'll show you how to spot them, and maybe, just maybe, help you see yourself the way we do. Because I promise, if you've ever thought, what's the point? This video is the point. And just before I start listing them, I want you to guess some of these signs in the comment box, especially ones you've noticed. It will make it fun and interactive for every senior man watching the video. So let's start with the foundation. What makes a man attractive after 60? Let me be blunt. It's not about six-pack abs or a jawline that could cut glass. You know what really draws a woman in? It's the silence before you speak, and the calm that enters the room when you do. Because after 60, you stop needing to impress. And ironically, that's when you start becoming magnetic. You've seen things, you've survived things, and whether you realize it or not, that experience lives in your posture, your tone, your eyes. Women, especially younger ones, can feel it. It's not that they want someone older. It's that they want someone anchored. While other men chase attention, you carry presence. While boys play games, you bring peace. That's the attraction. That's the spark you didn't even know you were lighting. So if you've ever noticed a woman slowing down around you, listening more, smiling longer, she's not being polite, she's being pulled. And once you understand what that pull is, you'll start seeing the signs everywhere. Let me show you the first one, a signal women give without even realizing it. And if you've missed it, you're not alone. Let's start there. You're speaking, and she's quiet. Not because she's bored, but because she's tuned in. She's leaning forward. Her eyes stay on yours. She's not checking her phone or cutting you off. That's not normal these days. That's rare. Most women, especially younger ones, are used to noise. Fast talkers, flashy egos, boys trying to prove themselves. But when you speak with presence, with lived experience, it cuts through all of that. You may not think your stories are special. You may shrug off your past like it's just life, but to her, it's like stepping into a different world, a world with structure, with roots, with weight. She may laugh, she may nod, she may look at you like she's reading a book she doesn't want to put down. That's the first sign. When a woman listens more than she talks, she's not just being polite. She's drawn to your gravity. It's not your volume. It's your stillness. And whether she says it out loud or not, she respects it. She wants it. Now let's talk about the second sign, something so subtle it often gets mistaken as coincidence. But trust me, when a woman does this, she's feeling something. Let's look at it. You say something, not even that funny, and she laughs. Not a polite giggle, a real laugh, the kind that warms a room and lingers for a second too long. Now, here's what most men get wrong. They think laughter is about being clever, quick, sharp, witty. But for women, especially around older men, laughter means something deeper. It means comfort. It means chemistry. It means trust. She's not just laughing at your joke, she's responding to your energy, to the way you don't need to impress her, to the calm confidence in your delivery, to the ease in your voice that tells her, this man knows who he is. It's not about the punchline, it's about how she feels around you. And here's the part most men miss. When a woman laughs, she's letting her guard down. She's saying, I feel safe. She's saying, I like being here. She's saying, without saying it, I want to keep hearing you talk. That's not something you can fake. That's not something boys can force. That's something a man earns with time, with presence, with truth. And if she's laughing at your dad jokes, your dry remarks, even your quiet sarcasm, she's into it. She's into you. Now, tell me, have you experienced this before? A younger woman laughing at your jokes even when you think it's dry? If yes, drop it in the comment section and let's make it fun. And if you're enjoying the content of this video so far, hit that subscribe button. It encourages me to keep creating more videos like this, videos that lift up older men and help them live the second half of their life in happiness, fulfillment, strength, and health. Subscribed? Awesome. Now, if sign number 2 caught you off guard, wait until you hear the third sign. It shows up when you are not even trying. And it might be the most revealing one yet. Let's get into it. You've probably noticed it. She's younger, maybe by a decade or two. She doesn't flirt, she doesn't fawn, but she lingers. She asks questions, stays in conversation longer than expected, opens up about things that feel personal, and you're wondering, why is she telling me all this? Here's the truth. It's not your age that pushes her away. It's your energy that pulls her in. You don't chase, you don't perform, you don't pretend, you just are. And for a woman, especially in a noisy, frantic world, that presence, it's magnetic. You're the calm in her chaos, the steady voice when she's used to games. You don't need to be the loudest in the room, because your silence carries weight. She might not even know why she feels drawn to you, but her body language reveals it. She orbits closer when you talk. She mirrors your gestures. She asks for your opinion and really listens. She even teases you playfully, like she's testing something. It's not just comfort, it's curiosity. What is it about this man that makes me feel safe? And if she sticks around longer than necessary, it's because she doesn't want the interaction to end. Remember this: a woman may not always show her interest with words, but comfort. That subtle comfort around you is often the first sign that her guard is down and her interest is up. And if you think that's revealing, wait till you hear what she says when she thinks it means nothing. That's sign number 4, and it might be the most underrated one on this list. Let's get into it. It's a random moment. You're not dressed up. You're not trying to impress. Yet she says something like, "That shirt looks good on you." You smell nice. I like your watch. Simple, harmless, casual, right? Wrong. These compliments aren't about fabric, fragrance, or fashion. They're code. And the code is this: I noticed. Women don't compliment things that don't matter to them. If she points it out, it's because something clicked in her. Your scent, it made her pause. Your shirt, it fit in a way she wasn't expecting. Your watch, it said something about your taste, your precision, your masculine attention to detail. And here's what most men miss. These compliments aren't scattered randomly, they're feelers. Little signals sent out to see how you'll respond. She's wondering, is he confident enough to receive it? Does he light up or shy away? Can he handle subtle praise without puffing up or deflecting? Because your reaction tells her more than your looks ever will. It shows self-assurance, maturity, a quiet pride that doesn't need validation, but welcomes appreciation. And the truth? The more relaxed and grounded you are when she compliments you, the more intrigued she becomes. Because women are drawn to men who don't seek the spotlight, yet somehow earn it anyway. So next time she says something small, don't brush it off. Smile. Say thanks. And know this: what sounded like "you smell good" was actually her way of saying, there's something about you I like, even if I can't say it out loud. And speaking of things she can't quite say out loud, wait till you notice what she does without saying a word. By the way, let me ask you this. Ever had a woman compliment something random, your shirt, your scent, your hands, and you just brushed it off? Tell me in the comments. It might mean more than you thought. And while you're at it, let's talk about sign number 5. There's a kind of body language that speaks louder than words. And one of the clearest signs you're still deeply attractive, she initiates touch. Not in a bold, obvious way, but in moments that seem almost accidental. She brushes your shoulder as she laughs. Her hand grazes yours when passing something. She rests her palm on your back, just briefly, as you walk through a door. These aren't coincidences, they're tests, and they're invitations. Because when a woman feels safe, curious, and drawn to you, her body finds little excuses to close the distance. She's reading your energy, checking if the chemistry she thinks she feels is real. And the way she does it? Subtle, classy, barely noticeable to others. But to you, it lingers. It's the kind of touch that holds intention. Now here's what matters most. She only does this when she senses that you are composed, not pushy, not reactive, just present. Why? Because older men, especially those who are grounded, emotionally stable, and still carry that quiet masculine aura, make women feel safe to initiate touch. You're not chasing, you're not proving anything. You're just there, confident in your skin. And that, for many women, is magnetic. So the next time her hand lingers, her laugh brings her shoulder to yours, don't second guess it. She's not being polite, she's being real. And she's asking a silent question. Do you feel this too? Now what if I told you that it's not just her body doing the talking? Sometimes it's her eyes. Let's move to sign number 6. And this one's going to surprise you. Let me tell you something women rarely admit out loud. When we're intrigued by a man, we become curious, intensely curious. We want to know what shaped you, what you've seen, how you think. And if you've ever noticed a woman asking you questions, not surface level stuff, but deeper questions about your life, your beliefs, your past, It's not just small talk, it's attraction in disguise. Because women don't probe into the minds of men they aren't drawn to. We don't sit around asking boring men to share their thoughts on life and legacy. We don't care what they think of the world, unless there's something in them that pulls us in. So when a woman asks, "Have you always thought like that? What made you move here? You've seen a lot, haven't you?" She's not just being polite. She's trying to feel your mind, trying to see if there's depth behind your calm, trying to experience the gravity you carry without even realizing it. And the biggest giveaway, she doesn't leave right after. She stays. She leans in. The conversation stretches longer than expected, and neither of you seem to mind. This is a rare kind of intimacy. It's not physical. It's not performative. It's mental magnetism. And for many women, especially younger women, that's even more powerful than looks. Because while younger guys may have energy, older men have stories. And when you start sharing yours, and she keeps pulling more from you, that's not coincidence. That's not boredom. That's desire. Now, if you've made it this far and you're thinking, "Wait, I felt this too," that's your proof. Subscribe right now. Let's make sure no man shrinks away from his own power again. And for the final sign I want to show you. It happens in a split second, but when it does, it's almost impossible to fake. Let's talk about the eyes. There's a moment you might have missed. It's quiet, brief, almost invisible. But it speaks louder than words. You're across the room, maybe at the store, at a cafe, or walking into church, and suddenly you catch her looking. Not casually, not by accident. A full second too long. It's not just a glance, it's a gaze. Then she breaks it. Fast. Like she got caught, like she was afraid you'd see what she was thinking. Let me decode that moment for you. That was raw, unfiltered attraction. Because when a woman locks eyes with a man and doesn't look away immediately, that's awareness. But when she does, that's vulnerability. She was pulled in and then got scared she was showing too much. You see, most women are trained to be discreet with desire, especially when it involves an older man. So it leaks out in these tiny moments. The stolen glance. The second take. The look away with a small smile. The quiet shift in posture when you enter the room. These are not coincidences. They are instinctive. A woman's eyes will always betray what she's feeling, especially when she's trying to hide it. And you probably chalked it up to nothing. Told yourself, she's probably looking at something behind me. But you'd be wrong, because I've been that woman. I've looked, I've felt the pull, and I've looked away, hoping he didn't notice. So, next time it happens, don't doubt yourself. She saw something, and for a moment, she couldn't look away. See, you may not hear it often, but let me say it now, loud and clear. You're not losing your charm as an older man. You're just shifting into a presence that younger men can't fake and younger women can't ignore. Because real attraction, it isn't about muscles or money. It's about masculine gravity. That calm, grounded force that makes the world feel safer when you speak. That stillness that makes women feel seen, not scanned. And if you've ever walked into a room and felt it quiet down just a little, that wasn't in your head. That was respect. That was intrigue. That was proof that age didn't take your edge. It sharpened it. You've seen more. You've endured more. You don't need to chase attention anymore. You are the attention. So if you've been doubting it, looking in the mirror and wondering if your time is up. Let me be the woman to tell you, your time just looks different now. It's deeper, it's quieter, but it's 10 times more powerful because the boy gets glances. But the man, he gets remembered. Now, if any part of this video hit you in the gut, and if you're nodding right now, silently agreeing but still unsure, then I want you to do 2 things. First, comment below. Tell me which of these signs hit home for you, or which one you've noticed but never said out loud. You'll be surprised how many other men feel the same, and how good it feels to finally say it. Second, subscribe. Not just because it helps this video, but because most older men go their whole lives never hearing this truth. Your click might be the reason another man wakes up to who he still is. And before I go, I'll leave you with this. You're still charming as you used to. Maybe even more now, so stand tall. Own your presence and don't let anyone, not even your own doubt, convince you otherwise. This is Senior Men Club, and here we see you every damn time.